How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Rowlet, and welcome back to another rumor-related Pokemon video. Now, yesterday I didn't have an upload, yesterday I just streamed, but today we do have a video, and I want to bring something up that you guys sent to me, or one of you guys actually sent this to me on Twitter, and I'll actually search up the name here. This was sent to me by Shining Star 5022. So, one quick thing, my friend. When he sent this to me, this original image was included in a tweet alongside a person called Pokemon X and Y, or Mega X and Y Pokemon, whatever you want to call the guy on Twitter. I just want to give a quick heads up about this person on Twitter. Just don't look at what he says. Now, this actual thing he used here, he just took somebody else's rumor from 4chan, included an image, made up a bunch of bullshit, like, you know, he just made a bunch of bullshit statements, like, oh, get hype AF, OMG, the name of new Pokemon, blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, so parts of the things he used are just from this rumor, but then he just over-exaggerates and just makes up a bunch of lies. He's done this in the past when there's a Pokemon movie coming out, or just even not a movie, but just like previous old movies and stuff, or just like a trailer comes out, or whatever it may be. Doesn't even have to be like something of any significance whatsoever. It can be something related to the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime, and he'll take that and he'll probably make some bullshit out of it, saying that it's like a brand new Generation 8 related thing. He just makes up a bunch of shit on Twitter all the time, so I would recommend stay away from his tweets. Though I appreciate that you sent this to me and you wanted me to, you know, take a look at it. And I haven't actually seen this leak before. I decided to look up the original leak, where it came from, which was on 4chan, of course. I want to look up the original one here and actually take a look at it instead, rather than looking through what the tweet from him says. Now, I did kind of like take the image and etc., but you get the point. So, here we are. Here's the actual rumor, quote-unquote. So, a big thank you to, specifically, Shining Star. Shining Star on Twitter, thank you so much for sending this my way. And I guess let's get right into what this actually has to say to us and what this is all about. So, it's apparently about the Generation 8, or sorry, not Generation 8, about the hidden Pokemon for Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. Now, we do not yet know what that Pokemon is. We don't have any clues, any direct info that's telling us, you know, what that's going to be, other than it's the 808th Pokemon, and it's going to be in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, and also going to be a Pokemon that you can send to Pokemon Go. So, that's as far as we know, and other than that, I don't think we really have much else to really, you know, talk about other than, you know, that aspect of it. But let's get into what this actual rumor has to say. So, this new Pokemon is not a Gen 8 and will be considered a Let's Go only exclusive, even though it is classified as the 808th, number 808th. So it is considered as a newer, never revealed Kanto Pokemon, which that just sounds kind of like something Game Freak would do. In all honesty, Game Freak does some dumb shit, I'm gonna be honest. They've done some weird stuff in the past, so I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled something like this out of their ass, being like, hey, this is a Kanto Pokemon that existed all this time, but you've never known about it, because it's been a hidden Pokemon. You know, it'd be funny if this was like Missing No or some shit. I mean, I'm just joking, but like, I find it weird, right? So, this is actually very plausible. Now, it being not a Generation 8 Pokemon, it's kind of something we've already established, based on what people have been saying from the community, like people high up there when it comes to, like, news and all that stuff. They've been saying that, like, you know, this Pokemon is Gen 7. This is going to be a Generation 7 Pokemon, and not really a Gen 8 Pokemon. For me, personally, I agree with that, but I think it's a gapping Pokemon. It's a Pokemon that bridges the gap between two generations. That's what I've been thinking all this time, and I still stick to that. So for me, this leak, this rumor, whatever you want to call it, feels a little bit like, but, like, then again, I could be wrong. Like I say, I personally feel like this Pokemon that we're going to be getting, this new Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee Pokemon, is again a bridging Pokemon. That's what I think it's supposed to be. I could be wrong. I could be so wrong. But that's what I feel like. Then again, if this is true, if this Pokemon is a non-Generation 8 Pokemon, that means that, oh boy, this Pokemon could be interesting. If it's a Kanto Pokemon that's never been revealed, what does that even mean? I mean, it's a new Pokemon, obviously, right? It's a brand new Pokemon, but calling it a Kanto Pokemon would just be so weird if it's never showed up ever before in the Kanto region. Except we already know the Pokemon has taken such a weird, drastic, like, you know, dilution. Like, it's diluted away from any comprehensive, like, storyline, in all honesty. Like, if you actually look at Pokemon, it is so confusing right now because there is no comprehensive, like, timeline, in all honesty. Like, there is a timeline if you really, like, make some leaps and jumps. I know there are videos online from, like, I think even Dobbs made one. I think Dobbs made one. Berkey Batobia might have made one. A bunch of people have made videos like talking about trying to create like a timeline for Pokemon. Which yes, you can make one if you kind of make some jumps and make some hoops and stuff. Like jump through some hoops. You can probably make like a comprehensive one. But in all honesty, if you look at base level Pokemon, there is no comprehensive story anymore. There was something in the start, right? There was like a bit of a basic story structure, right? You had Kanto. It makes sense. Take on the gym leaders. Blah blah blah. Trainer Red. Okay, cool. Let's go to the Johto. Cool. Team Rocket. Same Team Rocket from the previous region now shows up again. They're trying to revive Team, etc. etc. It's like there was a comprehensive kind of fortitude there, right? There was a timeline that made sense. But since there is none right now, them kind of just shoving a brand new Kanto Pokemon in and saying like, oh, this is a thing. This existed. This is a Kanto Pokemon. This is not a Generation 8 Pokemon. This is not from the hypothetical next generation, next region. No. It's a Kanto Pokemon. They can do that. They can do that because there is no comprehensive timeline for like Pokemon. So they can be like just, yeah, this is a Pokemon that exists in an alternative version of Kanto. In all honesty, hey, whatever floats their boats. I guess that's totally fine. I mean, I'm a bit confused if they do that. It'll be a little bit odd, but in all honesty, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Though I feel like it would have been cooler if this Pokemon is like if it does have a connection to Generation 8. I feel like that would be better as a way to just kind of gap the two together and have like a nice like transition over from like Let's Go into the Generation 8 games, being like, okay, cool. So you saw a little tidbit with this one Pokemon. You saw a little preview of what you're going to be getting in 2019 with Generation 8. That's what I'm thinking. But either way, let's read through the rest of the actual post here. So, its name is Daimane. It is pure fairy type. I'm not sure if it's classified as a mythical, but all its characteristics, can I read? Characteristics, let me presume it. Okay, so he's saying that, okay, so it's a fairy type apparently, called Daimane. I don't know why, but that just seems unrealistic. Didn't we already have, like, Diancie and stuff? And that just sounds like Diancie, but like a scuffed version of Diancie's name. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Actually, wait, did we? Oh, let me see. So we had Diancie, right? Which was kind of the bridging Pokemon between, I guess, Gen 6 and Gen 7, sort of. Like, it was a little bit of a bridging Pokemon, I guess, sort of. And then you had Zygarde, which kind of just was useless, but that was a legendary on the other hand. So I don't know. That just seems odd, right? Another mythical fairy type. I don't know. I mean, fair enough, but it feels a little bit odd that they would do that. Well, it is what it is. If that is true, by the way. So again, this is a rumor. I'm not taking this as hands-on real. I feel like this is more likely to be fake. I will play a really It will play a really fundamental role on next year's Pokemon movie, kind of as Zeraora and Marshadow did, but more focused. Okay, this is where it gets more interesting because next year's movie is a Gen 1 movie. It's a Kanto movie. It's a remake. Oh shit! This actually oh my god. Okay. Oh, when was this posted? When was this posted? Was this posted recently? Oh no, okay, shit. Okay, I thought if this was really old, then this man knows something. Because the thing is, next year's movie, if you don't know this, okay, next year's movie is Mewtwo Strikes Back, but they're like reimagining Mewtwo Strikes Back, which is the first ever Pokemon movie. They're kind of like remaking it, reimagining it, and they're going to be putting it out there. So it's going to be Mewtwo Strikes Back, but different. I assume Ash is still going to be there, all that stuff, Misty, Brock, etc. That's going to be there, but it's going to be reimagined and different. So I'm excited to see that. Mewtwo Strikes Back is one of my favorite Pokemon movies, so I'm really hyped to see that, actually. But there is, of course, the issue of, how will it work out? Is it a remake? Is it a reimagining? Is it like just a remaster? Like, what is it going to be? Is it going to be a full-on brand new version of the movie? Like alternative storyline, alternative timeline? And I'm thinking that this, oh my god, this actually, holy shit, this man could be real. Oh no. No way. This could be real. Maybe he just knows, because this was posted on the 5th of August, which was yesterday. I thought it was older, but man, he could be. God, I'm not digging this. I am not digging this, mate. I'm not digging it because it just feels so weird. Like, I'm not angry about this being the Pokemon. I wouldn't mind on the fairy type. Hey, whatever. I mean, I don't mind. But it's just like, wow, really? Because it makes sense, right? Having the next Pokemon be kind of the mythical, right, of this, like, the Zeraora of Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, which it's going to be no matter what, and then connecting it to next year's movie and having it be a Kanto Pokemon, an essential Kanto Pokemon that's actually a Pokemon from the Kanto region, it makes sense. it genuinely, I mean, I read the first 2 points, and I was just like, whatever, but that right there actually kind of just, it makes sense. It really does. It has very close connection with Mewtwo, and its story, but it's still different, still a different separate Pokemon from it. Okay. Okay, so it's not Mewtwo. Cool, good to know. And last but not least, it contains the key of what it seems to be, the next main evolution mechanic. Okay, this would be interesting, because we don't even know if Megas are returning. We know for a fact, okay, this is just guaranteed to happen. There's going to be a new gimmick in, like, Generation 8 next year. There's going to be a gimmick. Like, it's just guaranteed. And I'm happy. As long as we get, like, some cool gimmicks with some unique new Pokemon, evolutions, etc., whatever it may be, I'm excited. I think most people like those. Some people hated Megas. Some people despised Megas. I just didn't like Z-moves. I thought Z-moves were lackluster because they didn't really add much to me personally, to the Pokemon themselves. It just felt like, oh, cool, let's make every Pokemon special, right? Instead of just giving unique, specific Pokemon kind of that feeling of like, oh, this Pokemon is unique and cool because it's got the special Mega Evolution. So I would love to see, like, a new evolution mechanic, but if they were to pull that on so many, like, on several Pokemon, I guess that'd be cool as well. Like, if every Pokemon got, like, a unique kind of, you know, evolution, like, not every single Pokemon, it's kind of impossible for them to do, but if they give it to, like, about 20, 25, 30, 40 Pokemon maybe, you know, something like that would be really nice. But I would love to know what this next evolution mechanic that we are going to be getting, guaranteed most likely, in Generation 8. I mean, it's gonna happen, because they always add in gimmicks. Especially with the latest, like, the last few, like, 5 years or so, they've added gimmicks each time. So I wouldn't be surprised if they, like, add in some interesting, like, new gimmick. So, hey, I mean, I'm on board for that, whatever. And last, actually, that was the one I just read. As usual, feel free to believe or not. I just came here to say that I know, what I know, and honestly, I don't, you don't need you to believe me. Bye. Okay, cool, whatever. So, hey, it is what it is. It's an interesting, I guess it's an interesting, interesting post. I guess it's an interesting rumor. If it is true, I would love it. I actually wouldn't mind this. This would actually be awesome. But then again, we don't know if it is. You gotta take these things with, like, a grain of salt, as always. You guys know you have to do this every single time there is a rumor. But then again, we've had rumors in the past. We never thought they would be real. Stuff like this just randomly comes out, and you think it's fake, and then ends up being real. Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee were leaked, okay? Leaked on April the 1st. Nobody believed it. And guess what? Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee ended up being real. The actual rumor was real. So that's what I'm trying to get across. We need to understand that this potentially can have so many implications, and it could be real. But then again, we don't know, because there's always so many fake leaks to come out, fake rumors, all this stuff that always pops up. So, hey, I'm going to be like a 50-50 on this one, because I actually think it's a really, like, it's an iffy one, because he knows about the new movie, and he most likely knows that the next movie is going to be a Mewtwo Strikes Back one. So, if he knows that, there is the potential that he wouldn't really, you know, that he would know, you know, to put this into his leak to make it seem more realistic. But it could also be that this is just, like, you know, this isn't something he was aware of, or maybe this actually is real info. Again, I don't know, guys. It's just, like, a hard thing for me to kind of explain. I'm trying to give it, like, the benefit of the doubt, but I'm also like, you know, I kind of want it to be real, but I kind of, you know, don't believe it's real, etc. Either way, that's going to be the end of the video, guys. If you did enjoy, then drop a like down below. I'll see you all the next time. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.